Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews, and yes, we actually have some news. It's pretty crazy that there was such a delay there in getting some more news out, because things were just kinda silent for a little while there. There are times where I'll get news videos like every day, and then there are times where we go a few weeks without one because there just isn't much going on. But we actually have enough today, I think, compiled for a decent news video. And the very first thing that I want to show you guys is not really any type of amazing professional images of them, but we have kind of a sneak peek here of some upcoming Prime 1 models. As we can see here, they recently unveiled the final scene of Jurassic World Dominion, the final battle, on their YouTube video, and they had shown off the fact that they will be releasing a Therizinosaurus, a Giganotosaurus, and a Rexy, all based on the Dominion versions, and they all look really cool. And honestly, that Therizinosaurus is pretty much calling to me at this point, but can't wait to see what the prices will be, because I'm sure they'll be out of my price range. But anybody that is a Prime 1 collector will definitely want to look into these. Not long ago, I had shown you guys some images of an upcoming Musi model, as they were going to be releasing a Dreadnoughtus. And we actually have a look at the fully painted version, and it is absolutely gorgeous, as I expected. Musi always, I think, does a phenomenal job on their paint jobs. It's one thing that I've always taken notice to of Musi since they began, was how good their paint jobs always looked, how intricate. Well, this one's not that intricate, but how often they are very intricate but really natural looking. But again, you wouldn't expect too intricate of a paint job for a sauropod. I think they honestly nailed it as far as the color scheme and the application of the paint goes for this one. Definitely another amazing release from Musi, and potentially one of their best yet. And then as far as Marco Makes goes, he has shown off the fact that he will be releasing some more digital files very soon of some more Hammond collection replacement pieces. This time we've got JP3 raptors. As you can see, we've got a male and female, as well as the feet for the raptor, and it looks beautiful. Really screen accurate sculpts as always. And now I really want to get my hands on both his Jurassic Park raptor and these JP3 raptors, and make my own raptor fleet of Hammond collection Marco Makes raptors. No word quite yet, as far as I know, on when they will be releasing, but definitely something to look into picking up when they do. And then something that I specifically am extremely excited about, we have a look at the upcoming beasts of the Mesozoic Carnotaurus, and it is absolutely dream-worthy. Probably one of, if not the best Carnotaurus that I have ever seen. And of course, being a super articulated version, that's going to make it even better. Although I would actually love to have just this exact Carnotaurus, like no articulated joints or anything, because the model itself is just beautiful. But definitely cannot wait to see this one as it progresses. Probably the most exciting Beasts of the Mesozoic figure of all time, for me at least, and again, it already looks incredible. And even though it's not a dinosaur, it is released by a company that creates plenty of dinosaurs. We've got a Star Ace model that's coming, of course in collaboration with X+, but it's a Gamera model kit, and the Gamera itself is incredibly cool looking, just a beautiful model as a whole. But again, this is a model kit that you will be able to purchase and then build and paint yourself. I haven't actually purchased any of their model kits so far, but this is definitely one that I'm thinking I'm going to, because I love Gamera. I have a few Gameras in my collection, and I would definitely like to have an X+ Star Ace version in my collection as well. I don't know exactly when this one will be going up for pre-order or anything, but yet again, another really cool Kaiju model that is certainly worth picking up. And then when it comes to Rex Productions, I wanted to let you guys know that you can officially pre-order his Stegosaurus, and you can see the model here, and again, the really cool pose and everything. $65 US plus shipping. It is in 1/35th scale, and again, you can pre-order it right now. It looks to be an absolutely beautiful Stegosaurus. I have two of the Rex Productions models in my collection with their Allosaurus and Concavenator. Two absolutely incredible models. I love Rex Productions, and again, just how good their sculpts are. So I really can't wait to get this Stegosaurus. Not to mention, I can't wait to have this Stegosaurus displayed with my Allosaurus and have an entire Rex Productions scene. Definitely going to be fun, but again, the Stegosaurus is incredibly well done as far as the detailing standpoint. I definitely like the pose. Everything about it looks beautiful, but I can't wait to actually get one in my hands and throw some paint on it so we can really see how nice it looks. Regardless, if you are interested in placing a pre-order for this Stegosaurus, I will include a link in the description to where you can do that. And of course, if you do not have social media, there's actually an email address as well where you can contact them to place a pre-order. But I will include the Facebook page of Rex Productions as well as their email down in the description. And then as far as Creature Preacher goes, I had mentioned not long ago that they were going to be releasing a vintage-style Carnotaurus, because we never really had a chance to have that kind of vintage-style Carnotaurus look, and we actually have a look at not only the fully printed out figure of the Carnotaurus, we also have a look at the figure with paint on it, which he says that he's tried to give it kind of like a demon Carnotaurus type look mixed with the Disney's dinosaur style Carnotaurus paint job, and I think he really did succeed quite nicely. But what he basically did was take the sculpt of the dinosaur and create it in a way that it looks sort of like it would have been a member of one of the old Doug McClure films, like The Land That Time Forgot, The People That Time Forgot, one of those films, and again create the Carnotaurus in that sort of an image, and I think he has done a phenomenal job on it. It looks pretty much like it fits right in there with his Allosaurus and Ceratosaurus from the same type of figures, and I cannot wait to get this one in my hands. Being a Carnotaurus from Creature Preacher, that's definitely something I can't wait to add to my collection. And then as far as the Ancestors line goes, they recently had shown off kind of a little sneak peek of what 2023 will hold from them, and you can see here from this image again, we have quite a few different species that will be releasing from the Ancestors line in 2023, which is really exciting. And the Tyrannosaurus Rex that they had not long ago promoted will actually be releasing soon as well. So very exciting stuff coming in 2023 from Ancestors line, and I'm definitely excited to see these figures as they are fully revealed in the near future. And then as far as Artic Figures goes, we have quite the update when it comes to the Spinosaurus from Artic Figures. First of all, we've got a look at the juvenile Spinosaurus from Artic Figures here, and you can see again that he definitely did a very, very good job of sculpting it out in a way that it looks 100% like a juvenile version of the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus, again kind of making the sail a bit smaller and just switching up the proportions a little bit. It looks really neat, and he's made it to scale again with the adult version of the Spinosaurus, which we've already seen in the past. Here you can see basically what the size difference would be between the two different Spinosaurus. On top of that, we also have a look at the hatchlings from the Spinosaurus family. So not only do we get an adult, not only do we get a juvenile, we also get hatchling versions of the Spinosaurus, completing an entire family of Spinosaurus. And you can see here there are 3 different versions of the Spinosaurus, you know, different poses. These I don't believe will have articulation just because they're so small. It would be probably impossible to really articulate them. But again, the sculpts of these are incredible, and the juvenile will definitely have articulation as well as the adult. But what is also actually quite cool is not only do we again have the hatchlings, we have the juvenile, we have the adult, and even though it hasn't been unveiled quite yet, I believe he has intentions of actually making a female as well. And actually, to kind of give you a sneak peek of the female and what it's going to look like, we have the art here for it. You can see it, you know, kind of swimming through the water, and it also has, you know, some hatchlings on it and stuff. But you can see that the sail of the Spinosaurus looks a bit different compared to the male, more closely resembling a modern take on a Spinosaurus as far as the sail goes. So I'm actually really psyched to see this one when he finishes it, because again, we have an entire family, again, adults, we also have the babies and everything, and I love the fact that he has difference between the male and female Spinosaurus, which is super, super cool on his part. And actually on top of that, there's even more news when it comes to Artic Figures, because with the Spinosaurus Indiegogo campaign, where he will be releasing all of these Spinosaurus that we had just taken a look at, he's actually going to release a Plesiosaur in the line as well. So that is really, really cool. You can see the art card for that here. Also, again, as the Plesiosaur attacks a small Spinosaurus, we can see an adult Spinosaurus there in the background, obviously letting out a vocalization of unhappiness, maybe trying to chase down that Plesiosaur. But on top of some incredible models, you also basically can create your own diorama with them, as you can see. So can't wait to see all of this stuff when it is fully finished. A lot coming from Artic Figures, as he is consistently at work providing us with some amazing models, and again, currently hard at work working on the Spinosaurus and now the Plesiosaurus for the upcoming Indiegogo campaign. Also, as far as Jurassic World goes, Toyopolis UK recently had let us know that there will be coming a Jurassic World Explorers line, so obviously a very child-based Jurassic World line. We don't really know too much about it, haven't seen anything from it quite yet, but I'm definitely excited to learn more about it and could potentially have some pretty cool figures in it. So once we learn more, I of course will let you guys know. And then as far as Mattel goes, and Mattel has been the most silent I think out of anyone lately, but we actually have some images of some of the upcoming Danger Pack figures, and some of which we have seen before. Actually, I believe we've seen all of which before, but we haven't seen all of these really cool, more high quality images, and on top of that, we actually have confirmation on one of the species we were unsure of before. So first of all, we have the images of the Zooahanosaurus, and this one looks really nice. Honestly, I would say that this one might be my favorite potentially of all of the upcoming, actually of all of the Danger Packs in general, but definitely of all of the upcoming Danger Packs. And definitely looks really nice as far as both the sculpt and the paint job. I think the only one at this point that can compete with this one, for me, as my personal preference goes, would be the Nothosaurus, but this one looks really, really nice. And we also have a look at the Tupandactylus, which this might be one of Mattel's best pterosaurs, honestly. Like, it is gorgeous as far as the sculpt, it's beautiful as far as the paint, definitely an overall extremely appealing pterosaur and a really nice species choice on the part of Mattel. And again, it's nice to see more images of it, as we've only really seen a few prior, and it looks really, really nice. But the one figure that I think we were all a little bit confused on as far as the species name goes, and I actually want to give a shout out and a thank you to Dino Mike Mac for supplying all of these images and information to me. We have the Piatnitskisaurus. Now, I actually don't know exactly how you pronounce the name of this one, because I've heard of it pronounced as Piatnitskisaurus, but I've also heard it pronounced as Piatnitskisaurus. So again, I'm not too sure exactly what the pronunciation of this one is, as I've heard two different ways of saying it, but very interesting on the part of Mattel to go ahead and give this one a crest, because as far as I know, I've never heard of this dinosaur having a crest. I don't know if there's just something I don't know about it, because I'm not too familiar with the species, or maybe it's just a little artistic liberties taken by Mattel. As a whole, it's definitely not my favorite Mattel figure, that's for sure. I think it's a little bit strange looking. I do like the colors, but the figure as a whole is a little bit, off looking to me. Still a pretty cool one, just because it's so insanely obscure, and I'm very excited all the time to enter a new species into my collection, and Mattel has given us a lot of those lately. Definitely some really fun figures coming for the Danger Pack line from Mattel in the very, very near future. So that's all the news I've got as of right now, guys. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way, but until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.